There's something I did in my 4 years as a recruiter in my old job that I wish that I could just go back and like physically shake myself and say, what are you doing that ultimately led to my burnout? And today we're going to talk about it. I'm here to tell you that it may seem silly and you may feel like you don't have the time to do so, but if you don't stop and celebrate those small wins now, it could lead to burnout later. I have talked a little bit on here before about my burnout story and my story about kind of why I ended up going back to nursing school and leaving my old job. And I wanted to share a quick tip that kind of came to mind today, and something that I've been super intentional about since deciding to go back to school for nursing. And ultimately one of the biggest mistakes that I made in my previous job that led to my burnout, and that is not celebrating the little things or even some of those big wins. In my previous job, I won an award that was peer nominated. I was the only person in my company that had ever won it. I was a top producer and hit a lot of milestones and broke a lot of records, and I never really took the time to stop and celebrate those things and say, wow, this is a really big deal, this is a really big accomplishment, and like I deserve to treat myself or to be excited and proud of this. And to be honest, I think it's what led to my burnout, and I really regret it. So something I'm being super intentional about while in nursing school is celebrating the small things. Today I passed my vital skills checkup and I went out to lunch to celebrate with some friends, and just treated myself. And I have to say, it feels really good just to be like, yeah, I did a good job. Yes, I have an exam tomorrow, I had an exam on Monday, and there's always going to be something else that you can look forward to, but I think giving yourself that permission to just stop and smell the roses for a minute makes a huge world of difference. And I encourage you to do that in whatever you're doing currently, whether that's school, a job, even if you're a stay-at-home mom, celebrating the little things like, you know, you and your kid had such a fun time doing this activity that you planned or things like that, because ultimately I think it makes a world of difference.